Greetings everyone, and welcome back to some more sorcery. As I mentioned in the last episode, we were going here, but since there is absolutely nothing to be found, I decided to rewind and we're gonna try go for the rope, which is apparently somewhere here. And if this becomes, or if this ends up to be a trap, I guess we're gonna just go for the bridge. Whispering Bridge. Which sounds actually pretty interesting, but I tend to try the rope. You walk along the edge of a sharp ledge which looks down into a deep chasm. The gap is wide, but across it you can see a path winding through the mountains towards Mapang Fortress. A rope hangs suspended in mid-air above the chasm. Its near end is coiled up neatly on the path. You look suspiciously at the rope. It is dangling quite unsupported in the middle of the chasm. You unwind the rope from the rock and give it a tug. It feels solid, though its surface is strange. The other end of the rope does not move from its invisible anchor. It feels quite firmly pinned. The result of a fixed spell, perhaps? Will you risk the rope? You plant both feet on the side of the chasm and grip the rope with both hands. Then you leap. You are about halfway across the chasm, swinging at a good speed when the rope begins to move and quirm beneath your hands. Oh my god, I don't think letting go now is the good idea. The rope is breathing. You feel the flex and twist of muscle beneath your grip. Then the end unknots itself and rises to reveal a pointed head. This is no rope at all. You are holding onto a snake, still floating in the air. The snake twists an evil-eyed head around to stare at you, letting out a deadly hiss. Should I hold on it? What the fuck? Oh, I think I kind of read it wrong? Crap. Should I let go? I feel like this is... Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm probably supposed to do a spell to hover in air just in case. Kick up at it. You aim a kick at the head of the snake, but it wins itself easily aside and drafts forward with a deadly fangs that bite deep into your shoulder. You howl in pain and there is nothing you can do to stop yourself letting go. You fall fast and far into the yawning chasm below. Oh fuck. The rock walls flash by as you fall down the chasm. The bottom is approaching fast. You have mere seconds. We need to do something about it right now. Zip. Cost teleportation. Oh my god, it would be so good to have a green ring. Zen. This is my only hope now. Looking to the stars, you craft the magic and the medallion begins to glow as you rise gently up into the air. With perfect control, you float down into the ground. Oh, thank God. I was quite worried there, to be honest. You bob gently near the ground. You are shaken but unhurt. Well, besides I get fucking bite, which was stupid of myself. You are in the narrow ravine once more, and once more you are somehow still alive. Your weight returns and you settle gradually back down to the ground. Looking around, you notice scattered amongst the rock a few rotten boots, dented breastplates, and other abandoned gear. Where did this come from? After shifting a few rocks and pebbles, you discover the answer. The ravine is peppered with the smashed bones of adventurers who did not survive the fall from the bridges overhead. You are not the first to attempt the journey to Mapang. Has anyone ever succeeded? You spend a short while hunting for a sword which is not rusted, blunted or notched to replace your board sword. Eventually you locate a decent weighty longsword, clutched in the grip of a skeletal hand. Okay, I think we should ask the skeleton's permission. You kneel down and ask the skeleton for his permission to use his blade, but there is no response, and asking makes you feel like a fool. The creature is clearly long dead. The bony fingers collapsed as you took them open. Only the hilt was holding them in place. You lift out the blade. Is this blade better than one I have? Maybe. You leave the skeleton behind and go over the walls of the ravine. They are worn and withered, with several cracks and withered pock marks. You could try to climb it, though the incline is sheer. But you cannot stay here. You must find a way back up the slopes to continue your journey. I mean, that could go better, but I won't go this way, because there is some ruins I'm interested in looking at. You clamber down the rocks, and the grass begins to take over. Darkness closes in. You should find somewhere safe to sleep, for if you keep going to the night, you will be weaker for it. I guess I could sleep here and eat. This will reset probably my stamina. Laying your pack down, you try to settle despite the cold. At least you have eaten already today. Oh, so do not need to eat again to avoid hunger. You lie back and try to forget your troubles. What is left of the night is kept busy with vivid dreams. You are falling, and the more that you fall, the more you continue to fall, on, and down, and down. Jeeps are bouncing past you, appearing from all sides, their maniac eyes all but popping from their heads, and all the while you hear distant laughter from the east. In the ravine, during the past day, we changed to using the longsword. +2. Giant had some provisions and lost a large amount of gold. I almost out of it. Explored the caves of Aiedail, explored the peaks and ravines of the Zazanzus, and found one new clue. The Archmage is aware of you. I am aware of that. You pick yourself to your feet, there is no time to waste. The ravine widens a little here. You follow the ravine downhill. You think you are still headed in the direction of Mapang, but it is hard to tell. Slow down. As you travel, the rock slopes begins to even out, becoming a valley, peppered with clumps of grass and shrubs. The air moves a little around you, still icy but fresh. You look around the rocks but come across nothing useful. After a morning of dusty walking, you arrive at the cluster of trees of a sparse spiny type that seem to dot the area of Aiedail. It would be a quiet spot to rest. I don't think we either need to eat food or even sleep now, so... The valley continues straight ahead, dipping down out of sight. To your right is a path leading up the far rock slope. The valley continues in both directions, and a track leads upwards. Now here's the thing. It seems like the game lets me go this way, but as we can clearly see, there is absolutely nothing here to be found. Unless this like little thing here, it's probably not a cave. It's not, no, definitely no. I kind of want to explore. Let's check this side and eventually move back to go up. You continue along the valley. A few clouds scud across the sky. The grass here grows long and thick. Bits of rubble lie scattered amongst the greenery. The path leads away down the valley, following the line of a gathering stream with a medium-sized lake. Oh, visible just on the edge of sight, a pleasant verdant stretch of land. The first have you seen out here, but there is no one living here, no one farming or setting up their home. Clearly, the shadows of Mapang is long and cruel. There is only one way to go from here, and that is back. You arrive back in the valley floor. Time to move on. You climb the path which soon steepens. You need to keep one hand on the rock wall to keep steady. It climbs, then sharply turns up the mountain. You keep climbing, vaulting boulders and grabbing tree roots Up ahead you make out the top of a stone tower. The path crest arises as you climb. A tower sits in a short distance off the path. It looks to be in ruins. The tower is familiar, built to similar design as the ones you saw in the Backlands, but this one has fallen into semi-ruin. The entire top half is missing, as though struck through by a blade. As you move towards the tower entrance, a shadow falls across the doorway. The shape is stupid and hideous. It would seem this place is home to a troll. It has not yet noticed you. Oh man. I think I encountered a troll in past, and wise would be to not approach it. But does he perhaps hide something which I could use? You watch the creature as it pieces around inside the ruined tower. It appears to be ordering things, moving stone blocks from one point to another. I highly doubt, after my last experience in Sorcery 1 with Troll, that he will be friendly guy, but You march over, and the troll eyes snap out to meet yours. Then he lumbers out into the daylight. He stands at least a head taller than you, and his shoulders fill the exit. The troll roars, and bangs his massive sword against a shield large enough to squeeze you with. He is a ferocious enemy of incredible strength. I don't know. I kind of just gonna leave the guy. Screw him. Let's leave him in peace. He doesn't attack me right away. Though he just wants to scare me, it seems, so... Run for it! You turn tail and race out of the shadow of the broken tower. You are back outside the tower. The troll bellowing dogs your step. No time to waste. The path continues in both directions. You climb up onto the cliff path as the sun climbs towards the zenith. The winds pick up a little. The path splits here, sneaking around the edge of a mountain while bridging works its way downwards towards the stone tower. Well, I guess that could be a decent place to stop. We covered quite a ground today, to be honest, I would say. Now, in the next episode, this is obviously the main way to go. But this seems like a place which you could easily miss. Because if we would pick that other way, here, we definitely would not bother going all the way back to these ruins, right? So I think that would be interesting to visit and see what is there. Also, even if you pick this bridge, this is way which you need to go and just eventually go back. So yeah, I have good feeling there might be something interesting there. But for now though, thank you very much for watching. As usual, let me know if you enjoyed. And I'm gonna see you with more sorcery next Friday. Have a lovely weekend and farewell.